Good evening, everyone. My name is Tommy Flores. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about PC versus console gaming and which one is better. Sadly, I do only have one person with me today. It is my girlfriend Maria. You can see her there on the screen. But yeah, so I'm going to get this started. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tommy Flores. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about PC versus console gaming and which one is better. So, let's talk a little bit about PC. The PC gaming didn't start until February of 1962, which was its first gaming debut. A lot of people already know that people already have PCs, mostly because we need it for personal use, for work, stuff like that. PCs are a necessary thing in this generation. And console gaming has been around since 1972. It's a very long time that it's been around, and now it's developed into many companies fighting to be the best. And like I said, there's an ongoing battle between these two technologies, which is better, PC or console. And personally, I'm actually on the PC side, and I want to try and convince you guys that PC is better. So let's talk a little bit about cost. No matter what, we're always going to face having to pay money, especially for things that we like and that we want to do. And one thing that I will say about PC is that you have to pay a lot up front. Most of the times, if you want to build a high rig PC, you're going to have to pay somewhere between 1,200 to 1,500. It's a lot of money up front. But in the long run, PC gaming will actually save you money, mostly because for games on sale, you get them at a much more discounted price, and older games, you can get them at a very discounted price too. Console gaming kind of restricts you like that. We'll talk more about that later though. And now let's talk a little bit about consoles and their side of the cost. Consoles are expensive too. They're a little bit less expensive, ranging between like $400 to $500. But the problem is, in longevity, they're still very expensive. You have to pay for a new console every year if you want to stay with the newest trends, because new consoles are always being constantly made. And like I said before, consoles have a short lifespan. Most of the times, if you want to buy a game that's like the hottest new thing, most of the times it'll be for the newest console that you might not have, and it'll cost you more money. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about personalization. Personalization is a huge thing with PC gaming. PCs, you could build your own PCs. You could build them however you like. You could build them to have more memory, more RAM, more storage, more versatility. It's very personalizing. So, the problem with consoles is the fact that it doesn't offer you any customization. You get no customization at all, aside from, let's just say, putting a sticker on your console. And like, do I really want to put a sticker on my console while I could build a PC that could do much more for me? I don't really see a point in doing that. And also, PC is more than just a gaming outlet. It lets you go online, watch movies, stream. It's much more than just a gaming outlet, which is nice. When the Xbox and PS4 tried doing this, they completely imbalanced it by making the consoles much more about being like, oh, let's watch movies, TV, and stuff like that, and forgot about the gaming side, which isn't a good thing to do, especially if you're throwing yourself out there as a gaming console. And like I said before, your PC is easy to modify. You can add new parts to it if you feel like your PC is running a little sluggish, and you can play your PC games how you like. So let's just say you have an Xbox controller that you had for a while, and you like playing on the Xbox controller, and that's fine. PC allows you to do that. Xbox and PS4 doesn't allow you to use interchangeable controllers. You have to use a specific kind of controller, nothing more, nothing less. And this is where I'm going to the console identity crisis. This is what I'm calling it. Pretty much there are too many different companies with too many different consoles. One of the biggest things that annoys me about this is because since there are so many different consoles, they feel like they have to make themselves the biggest company and make themselves exclusive. PS4, Xbox, Nintendo, they all have their exclusive games. For example, if you want to play God of War, which is a PS4 exclusive, you have to play it on PS4. There's no way of going around it. If you want to play an exclusive game on Xbox, you need to have the Xbox console for it. Exclusivity ruins gaming for that reason. And one point that I find is valid is the fact that I find Xbox and PlayStation to be too similar and cost too much for it. Like, I don't want to pay $400, $500 for another console that's pretty much the same that I have already. I could use my PC to play all the games that I want and pay nothing for it aside from paying for the game. And most of the times, these recent consoles are starting to just become PCs. People have already changed the PS4 and Xbox to work as regular PCs. And so if I'm going to pay for a PC, I might as well just buy the parts myself and build it. And like I said before, you have to pay for a new console every single year if you want to keep up with the games. And it's only a slight upgrade. It's not a huge upgrade like, oh my gosh, it's like a PC. No, it's only the slightest upgrade. Now, let's talk about graphics. No matter what, PC gaming always has the better graphics. As you can tell on the bottom right, there is a picture. I forgot to label them saying which side is console and which side is PC, but on the left side is the console version. You'll see that some of the white trees are blurry, they're not really that clear, but on the right side you could see that they're trees, they're crisp, clear. You could tell the difference. Console have to limit themselves in the sense that they can't overheat, they can't really heat temperature that well, and they have to limit themselves sometimes to just 1080p. With PCs, they can hit true 4K, and consoles can't do that, and they market themselves as they could do that. Another thing that I love about PC with the graphics wise is you could mod your computer to make the game look much better. So for example, let's just say you have an old game that you've had for a while and you want to play it, but it looks pretty, not that great. So you can go online and just find mods that people have already done for you and just upload it to the game. And pretty much also what mods are, so I explain a little bit more to you guys, is the fact that mods allow you to mess with a file and either make an entirely new game out of those files or improve the game upon of what it already has. We'll talk more about modding later when I bring it up, but for now, that's the gist of it. And also, PC lets you optimize graphics. I know this may sound a little bit contradicting, but let's just say you don't have the best computer. You could actually choose your settings so your PC isn't running so much that it just can't handle it. Your PC lets you lower your graphics. And like I said, with console, you can't do that. Now let's talk about the online stores. When it comes to the online stores, personally, I feel Steam is the best, no matter what, even with consoles. Excuse me. Steam is a great PC store. It does everything that Xbox and PlayStation does, plus more. They offer more sales, while consoles, they make their money off the online stores. They can't really give a lot of sales. Like I said before, consoles don't offer much sales, while PC, they pretty much sell all the games most of the time at a discounted price. You could hit one of the famous sales that Steam is known from, which is a Steam Summer Sale. You could get $60 worth of games for like $30, while Xbox and PlayStation will still charge you a really old game for $60, which isn't that great. Now, the biggest thing with gaming is the gaming library. You don't want to buy a console. No, there's no games for it. But the good thing about PC gaming is the fact that the PC gaming has more than 5,623 games in it. So far, no console has beaten that. That's a lot of games for a PC. And you're also not limited to buying it to one specific online store. Let's just say, actually, I have a perfect example. So there's a game called Overwatch. Great game, fun game to play. And you can buy it off of this other company named Blizzard. They have their own store where they sell their games, and you're not limited to just playing it on some other computer. You could play it on your own computer, have the same online store as Steam and Battle.net, and be able to play the games. PS4 and Xbox, you have to use their own online store to buy their games. and which is annoying because you'll always either get no discounts or some discounts because it's the same online store that you have to use. And like I said before, because of the PS4 and Xbox exclusivity, it's annoying to not be able to play one game on a different console. PC doesn't limit you like that. And like I said before, the gaming library can be huge. Well, your gaming library personally can be huge because of Steam sales. Steam sales allow you to buy a bunch of games for lowered price. You don't have to worry about paying full price for games, and it's great. Now, one of my pet peeves about console and PCs is if for consoles you have to pay to play online. I don't understand why you have to do that. For PC, I just have to sign into my computer, go into my game, and I could play online. There's no problem with that. But when it comes to PS4 and Xbox, I have to worry about paying $60 a year just to play online. I can't cross play with different consoles. So, for example, what cross play means is that let's just say I want to play with a friend, but they have a PS4 and I have an Xbox. We can't play together. While on PC, I am able to just play with any computer. I'm not limited to a computer just because it's mine is Dell and the other one's let's just say a different computer company. I'm not limited to that. I could play with any computer. And now another thing is if you have multiple consoles, it'll be more expensive for you just to play online. You're paying a lot of money to play online, and only for a short, well, not a short period of time, but you're limited to a time frame. You don't just pay one time and you could play for the rest of your life online there. No, you have to pay either every month or every year, which is annoying, and I don't like that at all. It limits you too much. And going back to what I said before about mods are great, and they're only really for PC. Consoles don't really have modding. They're not really big on that. But some games do allow you to mod, but most of the time they don't. PC is mostly known for modding, and like I said before, mods are altering game files to add new content or make your graphics better, make them look better, or changing something. It's very very convenient, specifically for creators who want to express themselves. And another thing is you create mods on your PC, so you could create your own mods and put them in the game and mess with them. You could see what you can do. Like I said before, consoles can't let you do that. Now, hopefully, this presentation informed you a lot about PC gaming because I want people to understand that PC gaming is better. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have the versatility of making your own computer the way you want. You can game however you want. You can buy as many games as you want at a discounted price and not worry about being screwed. And you don't have to pay for online. I don't really see any bad thing about it. So I hope you enjoy my presentation. And